Yo, what is up guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you in a short video how I made my channel art that you can see right here on your screen in basically 10 minutes or under on using Photoshop. So first thing I did was open the template, which I will have the link for in the description so you can download it. Make a new layer at the bottom using this little peeled like layer icon, and this is going to let you work on the file basically. And next step after that would be to add a background. So for my art personally, I added a black background with a you could call it like a static effect almost. So what I did for that was bevel and emboss. I added an inner bevel. I set the depth to about 573. And yeah, that's it done for bevel and emboss. Then I added a texture onto it. You can see in the background it adds this like grainy texture. For this I'm going to change the depth only, so I'm going to change that to -6%. So now if I zoom in, like you can see, this is what it looks like instead of being a normal plain black background. It looks more interesting at least. And next step for that would be to hide this layer so you can see exactly where you're placing your text on the template, and just make a new layer and you're going to add your text in now. So for this I use the 500 PT font because every font's going to be different, bearing in mind. So the font I'm using is Yozakura, you can see in the here top left, and for this 500 seemed the right size. So if I was to type in the name of my channel, which is Ronin, type that in, move that to center and move it up slightly, just making sure not to go over the edges, because this is what's going to show up on desktops. If I was to go over, it wouldn't show the top of the ends. And for this as well, I'm going to add an effect onto it. You know, you don't want it to look too boring, so you don't want to overdo it either, so just be careful with this. It's mainly a trial and error. You can try what you like, see if you like it or not. But personally what I did was a bevel and emboss. It was a outer bevel. The depth was 407. Everything else is fine. Yep, the direction up, everything else is good. Then I added a stroke, which was set to 2 pixels, and added a color fill to it, which is going to be this like white grey color. And yeah, next step after that was to add a inner shadow. So for this I put the inner shadow settings to what did I put the inner shadow setting to? Opacity was 35%, distance 15 pixels, the choke set that to 21%, and the size I set that to 6. Now it adds this like effect inside the writing, so if I was to zoom in and show you, you can see it makes it look like there's like the writing's hollow almost. And yeah, and next step after that would be to add a color onto it or a gradient. If you're to add a gradient, you can make it look like this, but I prefer normal solid color on it. So I'm going to add this dark red color just because it matches the channel, like will look good with the black background. I think it would, at least. And yeah, that's how it looks so far. That's the first piece of writing done. Next piece of writing would be, honestly, you can add pictures wherever you want, just put them wherever, but just make sure it fits into the template, so you don't want it to be cut out. For me, I used this Japanese writing, which translates to Ronin, and just added that to either side of the writing. So just move that into a good spot, and this also has effects on it, so double click on that again on the layer, and added a stroke, inner shadow, and color overlay. Now I'm going to duplicate that layer by right clicking and going to duplicate. Just press OK. Now hold shift and click on the original one and just drag the duplicated layer off it. So There we go. I think that's even. Now, should we just move that up a bit? But yeah, next step for me was to add some writing at the bottom, which you can see here. This translates to the Lone Wanderer, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I just got this off Google and copied and pasted it in, and I just made sure it fits into the center. You can tell by that purple line that comes across the screen if it's centered or not. So that's in the center, it all fits on. I can move this a bit lower. Wait, sorry, selected both. I can move this a bit lower. Yeah, that's good. And yeah, if I was to click on the eye, little empty box here on the rectangle that we added, you can see that's pretty much the channel art done. And you can tell that took like less than 10 minutes, not even 7 minutes. And yeah, after that, it's on a file, save as. You can save the PSD file as well, so you can open it up again in Photoshop and change it. But I'd recommend saving as PSD and then saving as a JPEG, so you can actually put it onto your channel. So just name it channel art, for example, and save it. I'm not going to save it because I already have my one saved here. But yeah, that was just a quick tutorial. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Got more videos coming soon. And yeah, thank you for watching.
Here we really go, roaming in the night with a lot of bit of fright like war.